All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. There'll be a couple cats walking in and out, but hey, we are back on. It's going to be box 7, but actually, box 7 is going to be 3 boxes combined into one. So, because there's a couple big items in each one of these, so I'm just going to kind of do it all in one video here under one box. So let's get started. All right, so the first one is, this was a good one way back in the day. This is an adapter or an expansion module for ColecoVision, which I have in here. So here is there was a game clearly that had a driving game. I don't remember which one, but we had a driving. So I am going to try to I want to try to get this thing connected and see, if I can get it to come on and play some of these games and then make some videos with these games. So here's some of the games. And actually, looks like there's some Atari games in here. That might be what this is. The adapter, the expansion module, may be allowed to play some Atari games. So there's definitely some Atari games. But definitely some of the ColecoVision games you can see on the video. I remember one of my favorites is this one called Ladybug. That was a really good one that I liked. I don't remember much of these other games, but that's the one I do remember a bunch. But we did have Donkey Kong. It was on this ColecoVision. There's Donkey Kong. Oh, yeah. I remember playing Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. That was a good one, too. So I can't wait to see what these look like again. I got a Space Fury. Don't know what that one is. Cosmic Avenger. So I don't know what some of these are. But I can't wait to see if I get this hooked up and play. So I'll make a separate video trying to hook this back up to a TV. I'm sure I'm going to have to find some adapter or something, but console itself is right here. So I do have the cable in here. So I do have, the cables in here that should allow me to connect it to a TV. Even on our new TVs, I'm sure there's an adapter that can help it go from whatever coax or whatever these used to HDMI or to something on the back of the TV. So this is going to be kind of cool. I can't wait to see if I can get this connected, because these just go in there and hopefully it turns on. But yeah, there's this box. And inside here is just a couple more extra controllers, all these little controllers, which I always thought was kind of neat. So that was it for this box. So I'm gonna just put this back in and break out the next box here. So this had, I think, that in there. We'll put this steering wheel back in here. Put these games back in here. Put the shoebox back in here. All right, so the next box from the outside has some games in it, like board games of some sort. Some you'll know, some there's newer versions. Nanuno, I've had this one since I was a kid. Clue, that was always a fun game. It was also a great movie that came out. And I know everybody's probably had some version of Monopoly. So I know I've had this one since I was a kid. Now this next one, I remember, did not have as a kid. This one definitely came at an later age, probably in the early 2000s or the late 90s. I probably got this NASCAR version of Monopoly. Never played it though. It's just been put up. This one was always a fun game. Always liked it. Stratego or Stratego, I don't remember how to pronounce it, but that was always a fun game. So again, this one's been around for a while, had since I was a kid. Try to see if they had like dates and stuff on them, but they don't. Now this one's a good one. Battleship, always a favorite. Love playing that game. Still have it. All the pieces should still be in there. Here is even an older version of Monopoly. Let's see if I can get it on the camera here. So I don't know how old that one is, but like I said, I'm going to make some separate videos, probably breaking down some of these games, especially the next box. I know it's in the next box. So that's that. That's a couple of these games that I've had since I was a kid. All were fun to play. It has to go on top, I think. Let's put that back in. Put that back in. Put that back in. That was always a good game. And a good movie. Check out the movie if you haven't seen it. Where's my lid? All right, this next box is going to have some pretty cool games in it that I'm sure some of y'all have not seen. Because it wasn't just from when I was a kid. One or two of these was from when my dad, I think, was young. I don't remember what age, but I'll break it out. But first off, this was a good game, Mastermind. I think there's a lot of different versions of it. So that one's, I don't know if you see on there, but that was always kind of a cool game to play. And I got a puzzle in here. I know it's not that old. I think I had that in an apartment about 30 years ago. There's an old version of checkers that I had. That's a good one too. It's crazy I still had all these. So here is, I didn't play this one much. I didn't like it as much, but an electronic battleship. You hear all the pieces rattling. I think I always like the regular version better, the non-electric one. But I may break this one out and see if it still works and plays. So that should be fun. Like I said, I want to get some individual videos of all these. This one was always a fun game too. Risk. Move, cat. Might have knocked the camera. Probably messed up the camera there, but this was always a fun one to play too. World strategic type game. Okay, here's the ones I really wanted to get to and pull out. I'm gonna have to break it out of the package. It looks like my dad had written on it because it looks like his handwriting. It's a basketball game, 1962. So let's see if I can get this open without tearing the bag. I mean, I could tear it and put in another one, I guess, or just go right back in. Okay. So this is one that I definitely want to shoot an individual video, kind of showcasing how this one plays. So you're gonna have to wait for that. So obviously the package or the outer cover has seen better days, but you know, it is probably 60 years old. So here's an old game. On the cover it says 1962. I don't know if I get that in the photo. Hopefully you can see it. But like I said, I'll make more videos of this one. So it comes with the game. And these little metal clips in here that shoot the balls up in the hoop. So I'll make a version of that, or make a video of that. I don't want to reveal too much today, but that's a good one. They don't make games like that anymore. Now the other one is a football game. On the handwritten on here, it says 1965, so this is probably from the mid 60s as well. I want to open it up. And this is electric, so I think this plugs in, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, it worked last time I played it back when I was a kid. So this one, an electric football. This was really neat. It comes with all these play cards. Again, I will make a video of this in different, I think different formations of like where your guys will end up over this play that you run, where it lines up. We'll show where they, if you get tackled or not, or if it makes it into the end zone. I think a scorecard or something. Oh no, I mean, I guess that's to be the scoreboard. And yeah, so hopefully this still works. I will try it out another day, but you'll plug it in, it will light up underneath here. You slide this back, and light will come through and reveal whether or not your play was good or not. So this was kind of a cool game to play. An electric football. So that and that other one, I'm going to make a separate video showcasing those. So stay tuned for that. I think there's one more game in here. I don't know what it is. Oh, okay. It's another old one too, like I said. So we had the basketball, a football, and then a baseball version. So I'll go ahead and just quickly pull this one out. It says from 1962. So these came out a little bit later. Me and my dad was probably 48, 50, maybe in high school when these came out. So a nice baseball game. And I don't remember playing it much, but there's a lot of these little things, and I don't remember what that went to, but I'll set it up as well. Get a video of it. You can probably kind of see the diamond, I hope. I don't remember much of this. That must have go around. Those go around that somehow. And you spin it and land on a number. I don't know what it represents, but I'll have to look it up. Dropped a piece. There's a lot of little pieces. Got 4 of them. So yeah, I'll get a separate video of that as well. I think that'd be kind of cool. But definitely wanted to show you the football one and the basketball one. A little bit more action involved. So yeah, that's it. Those 3 boxes I had with some old games that I had when I was a kid and some old games that my dad had when they were a kid, teenager age. So yeah, there you go. Let me know what you think of these old games. And like I said, I'm trying to make some separate videos for those really 3 old ones here. So stay tuned and look out for those. See you on the next one.